I'm Tracy Baxter with today's Record Newswatch. Jury selection began today in Orange County Court for the trial of a man accused of killing the mother of his 2 children, then burying her body in the backyard of the New Windsor home where he was living. 40-year-old Timothy Handel is facing murder, manslaughter, and evidence tampering charges in connection with the death of Katie Connolly. She was reported missing from the couple's home in Lancaster, Pennsylvania last July. Handel then moved to New Windsor with the couple's 2 young daughters. Now, following a tip to investigators, Connolly's remains were then recovered a few weeks after her disappearance in the backyard of the home. Tragedy was averted a Sunday evening at the Newburgh-Beacon bridge as a Town of Newburgh police officer successfully talked a distraught man off the bridge. He had left his girlfriend and 2 children in a car parked at the bridge. The 49-year-old Middletown man was spotted by a passing motorist dangling over the edge of the span. At one point, the man was hanging by one hand over the Hudson River. Officer Michael Sissio was able to talk the suicidal man back onto the bridge walkway. He was then taken to St. Luke's Hospital for observation. Ambulances arriving at Woodbury Commons Sunday afternoon to assist 20 people suffering from flu-like symptoms after eating a Mother's Day lunch at a Buddhist temple in Putnam County. The ill shoppers needing medical attention were among about 150 people who were sickened after eating rice and vegetables during the temple's Mother's Day garden party. The visitors were on a bus tour that originated from New York City's Chinatown. Patients were getting treatment at a number of area hospitals, including Orange Regional, St. Luke's Cornwall, and Good Samaritan in Suffern. They came together Saturday to remember victims of violence and to call out for an end to it. More than 100 Monticello area residents took part in a march and rally organized by village resident Caridad Wilkerson, whose brother Angel was fatally shot in Syracuse last year. The march included a stop along Wood Avenue where Carl Williams was gunned down nearly 3 years ago. Participants, young and old, left behind a memorial there featuring pictures, flowers, and candles. Williams's mother, Jeanette, said despite the pain, she needed to take part.
Stand here today, 42 days shy of 3 years, where my son was shot dead in the head and left to die alone.
The event was sponsored by the My Angel Foundation, named for Caridad Wilkerson's departed brother. In Orange County, it is a place to honor those who gave their lives while on duty protecting us. Friday evening, a second Orange County Law Enforcement Memorial Wall was dedicated in front of the county courthouse in Goshen. Speakers talked about loved ones lost and the ultimate sacrifices made.
Families are part of the team, part of our drive to do what we do every day.
The first wall, which was dedicated in 2004, contains 24 names and no longer had any space for honorees. The new wall begins with 2 names. Police officer Richard Jakubowski of Middletown, who died of an illness associated with his work at Ground Zero, and Middletown resident Detective Sergeant Richard Daly, who died in a train accident back in 1930. It's something uninsured people often neglect: dental care. That should change for some Sullivan County's low-income residents, as Hudson River Healthcare's Monticello Center today formally opened their new dental health suites. Officials at the center say they'll be providing quality, affordable dental health care at the center on Lakewood Avenue. Congressman Maurice Hinchey lined up federal funding for the project, including $350,000 from the 2009 economic stimulus package. And it's 1 down, 4 to go. Over the weekend, artist Daisik Fernandez finished off a 61-foot-tall mural called Transcendence that now graces a wall at the Ritz Theater building in downtown Newburgh. It's the first of 4 large murals that he will paint on selected buildings throughout the city of Newburgh as part of the city's mural project Life in Colors art series. And a friendly neighborhood rivalry will be heating up in the next couple of weeks. Officials with the City of Middletown and Town of Wallkill Little Leagues were joined by their respective political leaders this morning at Middletown Honda to announce details of a special vote. Middletown Honda will be donating a scoreboard to a baseball field in the community that gets the most votes on the Middletown Honda Facebook page. The contest ends at the close of the Memorial Day weekend, May 28th. Middletown Mayor Joe DeStefano and Wallkill Town Supervisor Dan Depew say the company's scoreboard donation is appreciated during these tough economic times when taxpayer money is especially tight. Well, Sunday's beautiful weather sent people outdoors, and a few lucky ones got a chance to experience the wild blue yonder. We weren't as lucky today, and there is more wet weather in our forecast for the next 24 hours. Tuesday will be cloudy with periods of rain. Temperatures will climb to around 70 degrees. Wednesday will be partly cloudy after some possible early morning showers. The highs will be in the mid-70s. Make Record Online your source for breaking news and read all the stories important to you in tomorrow's edition of the Times-Herald Record. For Record Newswatch, I'm Tracy Baxter.